Only 3 months ago, this Porsche used to look like this. And I'm hoping today's the day that we finally get this thing on the road for good. £18,500 bought me the cheapest 718 Cayman S on the internet. And are we in agreement that even still, after all the work we've done, it was a pretty good deal? In the last video, I picked the Porsche up from the body shop to reveal its new colour and started to rebuild it for the final time. But there's still a few things that were missing. One of them being the exhaust. These are the exhaust tips.
Yep.
These were the ones off the Miltech exhaust. And what we're about to do here, well, what you're about to do is make these work.
Make them work, yeah.
Work your magic.
Nice one.
Let's do it. Because I've fitted a GT4 body kit to the Porsche, the diffuser is now different, meaning the exhaust tips exit a different way. This is what it was like on the Cayman S, and this is what we're aiming for. So I've come to Jack's Fab, where Dave is going to use some of the best engineering skills to weld up one of the sexiest looking back box delete pipes for the Cayman. How crazy does that look? This is now going to link the 2 exhaust pipes each side of the car into an X pipe. And little did I know how much of a difference this is going to make to the sound. Done. Look at that. That is way smarter now. Both of the Miltech exhaust tips are on. Matt would have filmed the X pipe area bit. And now, well, I highly doubt it's going to make much difference to the sound, but it might. There's only one way to find out. Remember, this is a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, so it's not, on paper it's not going to sound nice, but not bad, not bad. Oh, that sounds different, that sounds well different. How does that sound? That makes no sense at all. That sounds sick. How is a back box delete, even though, well, it's basically an X pipe. An X pipe has made a massive difference in the sound of the car. One more rev, go. It smashed it. It's absolutely smashed it. Legends, legends. Let's get it back on the trailer because we still need to fix a few more problems. Good news is the wheel hub, which hopefully is the right wheel hub this time, or in this case, left wheel hub this time, has arrived. And even better news than that, Chris.
Yep.
Bilstein.
The finest.
Oh, I've got us some coilovers to go with the wheel hub. So we're going to eliminate all suspension damage now and make it lower. The stance is going to be better and we're going to have improved riding abilities.
Nice.
Bilstein, B16 coilovers.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. If you've been keeping up to date with the build, you'd know we're still having some issues with the front left suspension. We've replaced all the lower arms, but something still doesn't seem right. So now we're eliminating all things that could be bent.
Oh.
By replacing everything, including the wheel hub, the spring and shock absorber, and replacing it with these upgraded Bilstein coilovers. Don't try this bit at home. That's what you get for doing mechanics in a car park.
You dodgy guy.
I've installed Bilstein coilovers on pretty much most of my cars and it leaves me feeling like this. The coilovers are going to allow me to adjust the ride height and also adjust the rebound on the shock as well to get the perfect feeling ride. And hopefully the brand new second-hand wheel hub is going to solve the other suspension issue we have on the front left. Once I got that front corner on, I needed to take a trip out to a familiar place. Of course, I've come to Wheelmania for the God knows how many times this year to not only pick up the Porsche wheels, but also they have a little surprise / secret that I know about that Liam doesn't know that I know. We are at Wheelmania's second branch, and this is where they offer the best wheel refurbishments in the UK. You don't have to look far to see the quality here. They don't paint the back pad of the wheels, and they also use these little ball bearings to put where the wheel bolts go in, so that area also doesn't get painted. So you never have any issues with them after paint. But we've not come here to get our wheels refurbished. Or have we? So last time I was here, if you've been watching the Mark II channel, Liam curbed his wheels on the Audi S3 that I bought him. And that's not the first time he's curbed his wheels. That was like the second time, or possibly third time. And I brought his wheels here, Wheelmania refurbished them. I even actually painted one of them. And the guys have told me that he's actually been back already and told them not to tell me because he's curbed them. We're exposing him right now. Look at this. How can he not drive? A Driver of the Year award goes to Liam Carey. So once again, Wheelmania are gonna have to do a refurb on these wheels. Now it's time to see the Porsche alloys for the 718 Cayman, and I roughly remember what I ordered. Wow, they look massive. What? Look at these bad boys. These are Judd alloys. So I've tried to get them as close to the GT4 RS wheels as possible, but with a little extra and a little spice. These are 20-inch. The staggered fitment. We've got two 6.5 wide tyres on the rear and two 3.5 tyres on the front, obviously rear wheel drive. Gone for gunmetal grey. These are looking crazy. It's just gonna see what they look like when they get on the car. I could have picked from so many wheel designs and so many colours. There is that much choice here at Wheelmania. Just like the choice of templates you get when building a website using Squarespace. You just have to find one which best suits your style. Now Squarespace do everything from websites to online stores to marketing tools and analytics. It really is the all-in-one platform to build and run your business. Look how easy it is to create a website using Squarespace. You can drag and drop your own photos in there, drag and drop your own logos in there, you can edit text, and you can even add videos as well. It's going to take your business blog or whatever it may be to the next level. So when you need a website, make sure you use Squarespace by clicking the link in the description box below. And when you're ready to launch, as a thank you from me, use code Matt Armstrong, and that's going to give you 10% of your first website or domain name. Thanks, Squarespace. This is gonna be one of the longest coilover installs ever. But, oh, there it is.
Oh, that was easy.
There it is. It's just a big, about 21.
21.
That should drop it down, but we've had to take the whole hub off both sides there. Go on.
Oh, unbelievable.
Jeff. With the alloys secured, I had to finish off fitting the coilovers. And as I mentioned, this was a pretty big job on the Porsche. We had to remove pretty much all the suspension legs and wheel hub just so we could get the strut out. But just like always, we pulled through and managed to do it. You can't tell me you've never started a job you thought was going to be 5-10 minutes and ends up taking way longer than expected. And also the front left wheel is now looking in a fairly straight sort of line, so I think we've solved it there. I've never tinted a window ever before, but they say the best way to learn is to give it a go yourself. So I've got some window tint and I'm going to attempt to do the back window. First off, we're putting all the film over the back side of the window, cutting it to size, and then I'm going to use heat to shrink it. Right, I think that's down on the outside, but obviously tint goes on the inside of the glass. So I'm going to clean the inside of the glass and go from there, but stay down! The fingers, like, it does keep lifting out, just can't. Come on. If we do this, definitely deserves a subscribe. Now with the tint cut down to size on the back, I'm going to clean the inside of the window, get it nice and fresh. Then me and Matt are going to peel it off the back, take off the protective layer to then expose the sticky side of the tint and stick that to the inside of the window using water mixed with baby shampoo. And so far, so good. We need to be careful not to crease it though. I creased it. I was so close first try, but we messed it up on the edges and I creased it. But it was going so well. So in 3, 2, 1. Well, if I said I was happy with it, I'd be lying. But it's probably the best I'm going to get today. From here, it actually doesn't look too bad. All the edges at the bottom were easy to get out because the water fell to the bottom. All the edges at the top to get out were really easy because when you lift the boot up, it all goes towards the top. But it was the sides that I struggled with, and you could just see little bits of imperfections here, and there is another one somewhere, I think. Yeah, just there. But I think that's the best I'm going to get for my second attempt. And I've still got to do these side windows, so I check back with you. I am over the moon with that. It's like a 30% tint, so it's definitely not as dark as the back. That's a full limo one. Then it just fades quite nicely into the front. We are so close now to finally getting this Porsche on the road for the first time since I don't even know how long this has been off the road for. But before we go anywhere, I'm hoping now we should have no faults left on the dashboard. We've literally replaced everything. Here we go. And after reading the codes, unfortunately, it does seem like we have faults. And one of them, quite strangely, was for the airbag. More specifically, the passenger side seatbelt tensioner that we replaced. The other ones for aircon, which we haven't got gassed yet, the rear spoiler, which needs calibration, which will only happen when you drive it, and tyre pressure monitoring, which should clear when we drive the car. But I went back and double checked all the connections for the seatbelt, and they seemed okay. So it looks as if we still have an issue with the passenger side seatbelt, but I'm sure we can get that sorted. For now, let's see how this thing looks with the new wheels, and I can finally get it out on the road. This is a good car. I'm absolutely over the moon with this. I can see why a lot of people like Porsches now. So much like kind of response in the steering, and it's really light on the front end. You can feel it all through the steering wheel. This is sick. The car is sick. How on earth did this end up turning to this? This has got to be one of the best looking cars I own now. Maybe even better than the Aston. The colour just pops so nicely, especially in the sort of autumnal season. How wicked does that look? Wheel fitment is perfect, literally a 10 out of 10 fitment. Even the coilovers, which we guessed, and then on the back as well, look at that. It's like an OEM fitment. This car has come together so nicely, and it's not finished quite yet. I bet you're all wondering, how much has it cost to get to this point right here? Back to the blackboard. The windscreen, the front windscreen is in. Shout out to Screensaver Nuneaton, but windscreens aren't free. £550. That was an expensive windscreen. Now remember, we could have done this a lot cheaper by putting the Cayman S back to standard, but we didn't. And it's even had a full colour change, which was one of the most expensive parts of the full build. Bearing in mind all of the bodywork and everything that went with that colour change was £9,500. Which brings the grand total of a full Cayman S build to £45,791.28p.
Wow.
Quite obviously, I'd be mad if I was doing it for a massive profit. But still, 45 grand for a Porsche that looks like this and drives the way it does, I don't think that was so bad. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
5, 6, 7, 8. You and me, baby, driving me crazy.
Whoa!
Like a drug that